First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Salutation to you, Archiams, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yassad, back at you with another lesson, willing to edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. So here, your brother Yassad back at you. We're gonna hit a little few points, mainly these heathens are going into captivity, right? Because a lot of people saying that, the Lord have going and have mercy upon the heathens, and some even think that the heathens could be saved, that in the kingdom of heaven everybody gonna be one, everybody gonna be equal, all hatred gonna be done away with, but it's not gonna be so because we lean upon the words of Yahweh Hashem Shai. These nations can have us in slavery, reaping off of the free labors of our sweat and blood for the longest time period, years upon years, hundreds of years, and then what? In the kingdom all will be forgiven, we all eat and drink bread and be merry? No, but let's take a look at what the scriptures has to say. The book of Revelation chapter 13 and 10. We'll start at 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And this scripture directed directly to you, Esau Edom, but this is gonna be for all you other heathen nations, because you all had a part to play in our the Israelites being dispersed across the four corners of the earth. Also, in your time of rulership, you all treated us as dogs. You all had us, under your feet, crushing on our heads. Right? So all you nations are guilty. All you heathen nations are guilty. The demise and destruction of Israel. Right? Let's see here the book of Psalms 149, because this is the patience and faith of the saints. The saints, the prophets of the Lord, have endurance in this. We enduring all these things and having patience waiting upon judgment to be executed, justice to be executed. And we have faith in this. We believe in these words of Yahweh Shemeshai, that you heathens are going to go unpunished. You're all going to return back to your respective positions as our slaves. Right? Psalms 149. Right? And that's going to start off when Yahushai comes back, and when the thermonuclear hit, and a lot of destruction and deaths be carried out by Yahweh Shemeshai. Right? The book of Psalms 149. So if that is the patience and the faith of the saints, that the mindset we ought to be in. If he's a man of the Lord, you ought to be in that mindset, after the mind of Yahweh Shemeshai, Our patience is that these nations, as they put us into captivity, they shall go into captivity. Thus saith Yahweh Shemeshai. Psalms 149, and I could start at verse 1. praise ye Yahweh, sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise is in the congregation of saints. Yeah, his praise. You know, we call upon the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai daily, right? And apart from us praying unto him, we exalt his name through the teaching, preaching, the name of Yahweh Shemeshai, the kingdom, and all what he have done for us and all he's about to do for us, his wonderful works. So his praise is in the congregation of the saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king, because Yahweh Shemeshai is our king. Like what it say in the book of Psalms, somewhere like that. Bear with me just a moment. Yeah, here it is. Right? Psalms 114:7. It said, "Tremble, thou earth, at the presence of Yahweh, at the presence of the power of Jacob." That's it. This is our king, our power. Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? And let them praise his name in the dance, and let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and the harp. This is the timbrel and the harp. The dance, metaphorical, when we go out in the highways and byways teaching, when we go up upon that altar, playing that song, that is us dancing there, right? And that is us, singing praise unto the Lord with the harp and the timbrel, which is this Bible. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people, he will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory, let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. Because we're gonna literally have a sword in our hand, a two-edged sword in the kingdom, to do what? Verses 7, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. So in the kingdom of heaven, a lot of rebukes, a lot of punishment, a lot of, straightening out gonna be taking place. With the heathen nation, we had to wash the same way how you washed us, and beat our heritage out of you. We're gonna beat out that Babylon juice out of you. That those lost, those juice of confusion, we're gonna have to beat that out of you. Beat the shit out of you. But also, that beating gonna be vengeance. Just as you do unto us, we're gonna do unto you. So it's righteous judgment, to bind their kings with chains and nobles with fetters of iron. So yeah, this here is what, right? This here is the patience of the saints. This backing up, the same Revelation 13 and 10, right? To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments on the people, to bind their kings with chains, because we know that, in the kingdom of heaven, the first fruits of slavery gonna be the 13 or 14 banking families, the 13 banking families, the I ain't gonna bother call them out, because you all supposed to know who are they by now. The ones that own the central banks, the ones that that funds the wars, etc. We all gonna be the first fruits of slavery for the kingdom, because let's say we're gonna bind the kings with chains and following along with the ones that they set up in the governing, positions, generals, presidents, prime minister, which we know, back then would be nobles, governors, howsoever it was back then, right? Let's say to bind the kings with chains and the nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. And that is it, where you had to take into account before you think, yeah, well, no, the heathens, them, these Elamites, these Moabites, so peaceful, they do think, they do that, this do, they do this, they do that, X, Y, and Z, you know. Here where the scripture says, let every man be a liar, and let Yahweh Shem shall be true. Let Yahweh Shem shall be true, and every man a liar. Right? It said to execute upon them the judgment written. So it was already written. It's just to be executed in the matter of time. Right? And that time coming soon. Because the thing about it, we have patience and we wait upon what the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, because the a man of the Lord, his mind gonna be what? Into the prophecy. The prophecies. That is how we get to understand, we have an idea of the coming of the Lord. Certain prophecies have to take place before the Lord comes. Right? So it gives us a rough estimate at the times that we are in. And right now we in some exciting times. The crack upon the horizon, right? You got rumors of wars taking place, These nations prepping for the war, great Armageddon, right? Preparing themselves, everybody arming up, right? All these are the prophecies, the nation's gonna be the pruning hook into spares, all the assets going out on artillery, nuclear weapons, It's all a part of a prophecy. All these things are already written. I'm going to get here the book of Jeremiah 30 and 16. Hey, this book is real sweet, Jeremiah 30 and 16. Right? Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. There no escaping it. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. Wasn't we devoured by the Persians, the you Elamites? Wasn't we devoured by you Edomites? Wasn't we devoured by you Hamites, you Egyptians, you Ammonites, you Moabites? You Canaanites, all you heathen nations, you Amalekites, just the grandson of Esau, Edom. All gonna be devoured. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Shai. And all thine adversaries, all our adversaries. Because any time when we was taken down, you all hiss, you all laugh. As it say in Lamentation, you all were glad. Let's see here, Lamentations Lamentations 2 and verses 15. It says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughters of Jerusalem. So all these nations, they were glad when we was taken down, when these Edomites destroy our, city and had us as dogs, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. Enemies going into adversary, all of them, all the heathen nations. Not one of them. They didn't say only the Moabites and only the Ammonites and only this one did that, but it said all thine enemies, the 17 nations, heathen nations, have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Yes, they surely did. This day, up to this day, we is what? We is the tail. They are the heads. They reaping the benefit of Esau um, system we set up. These nations living nice. You could see down here. Actually see down here how they live nice. These East Indians. The Elamites, they have a lot of businesses. They get the colony lands. They benefit a lot, right? There's Hindu Credit Union. There's the Chinese Association. All these things that benefits the heathen, but Jake always have to be the plowman, right? But it's all good. Let's say we have swallowed her up, certainly. This is the day that we look for. So this is what is in all these heathen minds. Our demise. They say this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. Right? So they were glad. It said the Lord had done that which he had devised. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He had thrown down and had not pitied. And he had caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He had set up the horn of thine adversaries. So up to this day, you see it. In this society, as the Edomites, the Elamites, the Moabite, the Ammonite, the so-called Japanese, the so-called um, Chinese, the so-called Elamites, so-called white man, they live it up in this kingdom. Majority of Jakes in the slums suffering, and there's a lot of racism taking place too. In the workplaces, all these things, because we are by words, and then also there's the curses upon us. Right? But the main thing, is that, you heathens, you laughed, you this, you that. But the Jeremiah 30 and 16 says that therefore all that devour we shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them. The Lord made it plain, every one of them. That's why going back to the Lamentation, say all thine enemies, every one of them shall go into captivity. No, them Elamites never do we nothing, and this and that. Let's say all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be spoiled. Because the same way, the same things you do unto us, we're going to do unto you. As David say, happy shall we be when we dash the little ones against the rocks. Because you slaughtered our children. You fed us to alligators, the kind of atrocities you did unto us, it's gonna return double upon your head. The Lord is gonna bring that recompense unto you. And all that pray upon thee will I give for a prey. Yeah. All who preyed upon us will be given as a prey, and we gonna be the predator. Right? That's why the Lord say he send fishers and he gonna also have what? Hunters. Right? You know, we're gonna turn into hunters. So just like we was being hunted by you, you gonna be hunted by us. Right? Isaiah, let's see, Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and verses 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were. The scriptures are line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. You know, all these precepts back up to show you where these heathens gonna end up, into captivity. Right, that word saying they shall take them captives whose captives they were, because we were once under the 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 the, the submission of these other nations. You know, being indoctrinated, as it say, in First Corinthians, you know, we were carried away by dumb idols, even as we were led. You know, we was forced to learn the ways of the heathens, being under them, you know, for forsake our laws, as Antiochus did, you know, in the Grecian Empire. And all these heathen nations that rule, they did the same thing. Made us serve their idol gods, made us forget, you know, who we were, and conform unto their way, their religion, right, their customs. It says, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Yapa. So what we gonna rule over the oppressors? You know, the day come where the plowman shall overtake the reaper, the book of Amos. And that time is coming. For the longest while you have been reapers, now the Lord is gonna flip the script. Right? And I'll close off with this last scripture in the book of Isaiah 60. Isaiah 60 and verses 10. Oh, yeah, it says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. So the heathens gonna build up our kingdom. The same way how we built up yours, you know. You all gonna return the favor unto us. And their king shall minister unto thee. You know, you being so-called kings, princes, you know, in here, you know, Donald Trump, you know, Putin, all these Edomite president, prime ministers, you know, the banking families, they gonna minister unto us. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gate shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night. That men shall bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. So they're gonna be bringing you heathens in chains before us, and that their kings may be brought. So you're all not gonna escape. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Could not say no more. You know, well, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Achah Kodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. salutation to you. Archeons pushing this word until the next one. Shalom.